Hi guys, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to day 7 of the 25 days of Christmas card challenge. So today we're going to be making an ugly sweater from the sweater vest dies from Sunny Studio Stamps, and we're also going to be using a sentiment from MFT. It's called Cozy Greetings and it's going to say Don we now our ugly sweaters. So the first thing that I did was I cut out a couple of pieces from white cards, actually white and red and green cardstock. So this is the base. You can make this into a card base if you want, but I didn't want to do that for this one because I think we're going to be wrapping things around the edges. So I kept this white, and then I got the V for the neck, and then the kind of the bottom of the sweater, and then I did this little green bow tie. We're going to be using washi tape, which is one of my favorite things. So we are using this white and green dot washi, the solid green, and the red and white striped, because I thought these were very Christmassy ones. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, since the bottom is red, I'm going to start with the green and white polka dots. So at the top, we're going to leave the we're going to leave the space white in the middle of the V. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But I want to make sure that kind of my lines, at least get this first one lined up pretty straight. So we're going to go across like this because then all the other ones are going to be based off of this. So now I'm going to tape this down. Let me just make sure that this red piece covers all of it and there's no white showing. Okay, so we're good. And now we're just going to keep alternating back and forth with washi tape. And I think this is going to be really cool. It's going to make a really ugly sweater. And then let's just start with this green. So this is going to be kind of a fast card. This is going to be one that you can either mass produce or something if you need a couple more cards and you don't really have time. You can kind of just knock this out fairly quickly. Again, I only had this one red, and which is surprising because I feel like I have so much washi tape. I only had this one color of red. So if you have more, feel free to do more colors of your washi tape. You don't have to just stick to 3. That one's a little off. The nice part about washi tape is that it comes right back up. So if you mess up, not a big deal. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I'm enjoying bringing it to you. It's getting a lot of cards done for me, but it's also forcing me to be creative and use my dies and stamps in ways that I wouldn't have, trying to think of them in different ways to use to teach you guys new techniques, new things. So it's really been great for me. It's given me a good creative outlet to start doing new and different things and to kind of go out of my comfort zone. But it also is a little time consuming, and with work and everything that's going on, it does take up a lot of time to try to figure out what ideas to do. So hold on one second, sorry guys. My low battery thing keeps coming up. It popped up in the last video too. I clearly need to charge my phone. Anybody else have a phone that's more of a landline than an actual cell phone anymore because you are charging it constantly? I feel like that's all I do is charge my phone. Okay, so this piece will be the last piece that'll probably go all the way across. And then I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. I wish that this pencil worked. That's actually why I kind of took it out. It's because I thought that, okay, so I don't like that because that white, that little piece right there has to be taken out. So, see what I mean? I want to keep that space in, oops, in where this V would be, because this would be the kind of the back of the shirt. So I don't want that to actually have washi tape on it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it so that so that stays white. So the next layer would be this green. It's kind of, but then I have to figure out how to get that green out of there. That green needs to come out too. Because I feel like if I trace it with a pen, you'll be able to see that underneath. So let me see if I can just, if I can do that, and if that'll just show up. That probably won't show up, the white on white. Kind of does. Okay. Take this piece off. You're gonna have to snip some of these pieces. I know this is so much fun for you guys to watch me try to figure this out, but we're just gonna kind of snip off some of these pieces here so that, there we go. We can see. Okay, so then after this green, it's the red. So that looks like that's just going to be the last piece, is the red. So let's start it out here. This is not as easy as it looks. It probably would just be easier if I just didn't worry about the inside, what the inside looked like, and just went ahead and did the shirt. There we go. All right. Okay, and then one more red piece. A little short, but that's okay. So you just need to figure out how to get that little middle piece of green out of there. Let's just put this. Okay. So that's it. So we're going to turn this over. I'm going to wrap these pieces around, just kind of secure them. Fix that piece. That little end piece kind of twisted. Wrap them around these pieces, and then we'll cut these ends off here. Probably should have used my Tim Holtz scissors because those ones are the ones that don't gum up. Okay, and fold all this stuff over. I just can't do a video that's under 10 minutes, guys, can I? I think I did one once, and that was like a feat for me, other than the just introductory videos like the ones that for the Advent hop. So I'm going to talk about that real quick while I'm doing this. If you guys didn't see one of the videos before this, today is today is December 1st, but December 1st was day 1 of the hop, and this will be up a couple days after that. There's an Advent hop going on over on a Facebook page, and I'm part of it. I'm actually days 12 and 21, so this video series will fulfill my requirement for that. I'm super excited about it because I've done a couple other hops in the past, and most of you guys have been following along with the hop. Some of you guys actually came to me from the hop, which is awesome. So I know that I got several new subscribers, but the Advent hop is 24 days, 13 artists, and everybody's going to be doing projects. Some are going to be Christmas, not all of them. I know some people had asked if everything had to be Christmas, and the answer was no. So, which is really great because I know not everybody everywhere celebrates Christmas. So they can just be anything you want. And if you see a technique that you like, you don't have to and it's Christmas based, you don't have to just have it be Christmas. You can take that technique and use it any time of the year. Change the colors, change the products, but use the actual technique itself. So there's a lot that you can do with the hop, and I feel like there's a lot that you can learn from these hops. So I'm excited to watch it. I watched Lucy's video today. Today was day 1, today is December 1st, but this video won't be going up for a little while. But day 1 I've watched day 1, and hopefully by this time this goes up, a couple more days have gone by, and a couple more artists. And then, like I said, mine will be up on the 12th, my first video, and it'll be part of this series. However, the time that it goes up is UK time, so my video will be up before the 12th for the people in the US. So here it is. I don't think that's a terribly ugly sweater. It's definitely different than, any sweaters that I would wear, but I think it's a cute, ugly Christmas sweater, if that's what you're going for. Just kind of fold these over a little bit. Any of the edges that were wavy. Okay, so then I'm going to take my Zig 2A glue pen. You can take your Zig 2A glue pen, you can take liquid glue, you can take ATG, anything, and just kind of put this down. And I think it's really cute. I like the colors, and I think the colors of red and green that I picked actually match pretty perfectly. If I would do this again, I probably would do a pattern on the background so that it's not white on white. Like if you look at it, you have the white and then the white back here, but super, super cute. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the sentiment, Don we now are ugly sweaters. Actually, 2 more things. I'm going to take a Copic marker in YG13. I'm just going to kind of go over the little marks in the bow tie just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, and I am going to go over in the red with R46, which is strong red. Just kind of go over the lines just to give it a little bit more dimension. Now, you could go over this with Distress Inks, Distress Oxides. Oops, I got a little bit on the bow tie. It's okay though. You could do that, and it'll bring out the colors, or the embossing that is on here. However, I just find it easy to just take a Copic marker and just quickly go into the crevices, and it just makes it stand out just that much more. You don't have to do the whole line, just kind of get some of it. You could use, like I said, Distress Inks, Distress Oxides, regular inks, dye inks, and anchor on the edges of these pieces to give them a little bit more depth and dimension. Completely up to you how much detail that you want to put into this. But I just think it's super cute to just add a little bit, little touch, and it just makes those things stand out, especially in the bow tie. Okay, so now the last thing that we're going to do is we are going to stamp that image. Don We Now Our Ugly Sweaters from MFT. MFT has a lot of great products. If you guys are not familiar with them, they make some of the cutest stamps and sentiments to go with them. A lot of the times they'll do sentiments and images on the same one. This one I think was part of a die set, so I think they had a die and like a die set and then these sentiments that go along with it. At Don We Now Our Ugly Sweaters, we are going to stamp that in. So I'm just going to use this red. It's not the same red, but this is the Hero Arts Midtone Red Royal ink. It's just one that happened to be lying on my desk. It was the one that we used, we used red or green last time in the last card. Okay, and then I don't think that I got that too straight. So if you do this, if you're the kind of person that even though you use a MISTI, I think my card shifted a little bit, what you can do is put a piece of cardstock inside, kind of maybe the same colors as the front, and yeah, because that's pretty crooked. You can always just stamp it on top of that, but not a big deal. I'm not going to redo that just for that. I might stamp another sentiment on top of that, or a piece of paper and then stamp the sentiment on that. But that is the card for today. This is the Don We Now Our Ugly Sweaters from MFT's Cozy Greetings and the Sweater Vest die set from Sunny Studio Stamps. So again, mixing products from different companies, but to create a cohesive result. I think this came out so cute. And we also used 3 colors of washi tape. Just a couple of tips on this. If you're going to do washi tape, make sure you have different sizes of washi tape. If it's all the same, it could kind of look a little bit too, I don't know. I mean, you could try it, but I think that it looks better if you mix up the sizes of the washi tape. You could also do this with pattern paper. Any pattern paper that you have left over, this would be a great use for it. You could do it on the diagonal, you could do it straight across, you can do it plenty of different ways, but I think it's a great way to use up some of your supplies and create something that is interesting, and people will wonder what exactly this is if they're not crafters. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you guys again real soon in another video. Bye!